right, welcome back to the Mike and Tyler Sports Podcast, and we have a special guest today.
Hello, I'm Josh.
Josh Schoen. Mike,
What's up?
how's your last 3 weeks been?
It's been a whole lot of work, vacation.
Okay, Rihanna.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Should I twerk on here for you guys?
yeah, you should
That
not.
sounds terrible.
That sounds
Everybody
terrible.
who's listening, I'm definitely twerking on the table right now.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so let's get right into it. NHL trades that have recently happened. I'll touch on basically the big ones since February 16th. Sam Gagner for Ryan Spooner. What do you guys think? Who wins that? Why do they win?
I think in the long run, the I'm blanking already.
I don't know. It's for me. That's kind of a meh one because the Sam Gagner was like kind of a name, you know. He had good seasons here and there, you know. So the Oilers wanted to get him back to see if they could spark a little bit in him, but I don't know. For me, it was just kind of the same player, like a trade to do something for the sake of doing something.
I feel that. He's got 3 goals in 5 games and a shootout goal, so I think it's been working on our end. That's more goals than Spooner has scored in 25 games.
Anyway, like I was saying, I think Vancouver wins this in the long run. In the long run, they win.
Long run, maybe, if they can get Spooner on track. He hasn't shown that he's anywhere near the $4.1 million player he was, in my opinion. Charlie Coyle for Ryan Donato and a 5th-round pick in 2019.
Did I repeat that? I was totally repeating.
Charlie Coyle to the Boston Bruins for Ryan Donato and a 5th-round pick.
Bruins win that trade, 100%.
You like Charlie Coyle that much?
Oh, yeah, I think he's better than Donato, even though he scored the freaking overtime winner the other night.
Yeah, I'm with Mike on that one.
I'm the opposite. I don't think Coyle is anything special. He's been pretty inconsistent.
Yeah, but they don't need anybody special. They have that
Boston?
top line.
Okay, agreed. They could use a second liner, though. Depends how good Krejci will be.
Krejci.
Donato, I think he'll be like a second liner at best, but I don't know. He's also 4 years younger. Take that into consideration, and making less.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's
the Wild are rebuilding. That might be a good piece. I don't think he's going to be a top-line player for them, so this is just like a mad trade, in my opinion.
Good depth.
I think
Depth.
Get that depth.
I have more to say about the later trade from Minnesota. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get there. Nick Jensen, a 5th-round pick from Madison Bowie and a 2020 second.
I think the Red Wings won this trade. I don't like Nick Jensen as much as...
I think he's a good PK guy. I don't think that he should have gotten a 4-year contract right as he got traded.
That's the first I saw that. That's the first I've heard of that
Really?
trade. Yeah.
Shows how big that one was.
Yeah.
All right, the
And
next.
the fact that they got a second for him is pretty good.
Yeah, and Bowie's not bad either. He just needs some playing time. I think he could get that in Detroit for sure as they're rebuilding. Matt Duchene and Julius Bergman for Vitaly Abramov, Jonathan Davidson, a 2019 first and a 2020 conditional first-round pick.
Ottawa wins the trade.
Ottawa? You think so? I do too.
I don't think Duchene's going to re-sign with Columbus.
Yeah, I agree. Columbus, this is not an unpopular opinion. Columbus is going all in. They know they're losing Bobrovsky. They know that they're losing Panarin. They know Duchene's not going to re-sign. So if there is any year to go all in while you still have all your guys, this is the time.
And they gave up a pretty decent prospect, Abramov, and 2 probable firsts, so I don't know. I say Ottawa wins that just on value coming back in a rental.
Yeah, they almost sold the farm for Duchene.
Yeah, and I don't agree very
Yeah.
much with that. Matt Zuccarello for a conditional second-round pick and a conditional third. That can both turn the firsts if the conditions are met.
What are the conditions?
The second will become a first if Dallas wins 2 rounds of the playoffs this year, and the third will also become a first if the Stars re-sign Zuccarello.
Okay.
I kind of like this deal for the Rangers right now, just because Zuccarello just got hurt right away. And I kind of like the 2 picks for Zuccarello, who honestly hasn't been as great as everybody wanted him to be.
I think he's been consistent, so I don't mind it.
Consistent 30.
This season he's been kind of slow, but then again, the Rangers themselves have been slow. Yeah.
I don't see Dallas winning for 2 rounds this upcoming playoffs, so I
see
think
them
that's going to
winning
stay
one
a second.
Yeah.
And 2020, that draft I've been paying attention to is fucking stacked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't re-sign Zuccarello for that sole reason if their team's not good enough to be a contender, which I don't think they will be with the likes of Nashville, Winnipeg, Calgary, Vegas even. I wouldn't re-sign him. This is purely a rental perspective, so it's just basically a second and a third. I think that's a good price for Zuccarello if you're trying to make the playoffs, but I don't know if they're guaranteed that spot.
And he's hurt, so it
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
know.
And he's
Well,
hurt
yeah.
for a month.
I think there's a decent chance of him re-signing in Dallas, I would say,
You
because
think so?
the Rangers are not going to be in a position to win for. Definitely not in 2020. They're
No.
not going to be in a position to win.
That's
so.
why, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he'll re-sign in Dallas. They'll go to the first round. Yeah.
I don't know. That one, I think the Rangers won based on value.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do it if I were Dallas. Like those conditions, I don't think they'll be met. It may be the first if they re-sign him, but I'd go for. I wouldn't give Zuccarello that 7-year contract. He's 30. I wouldn't give him that
getting a
7-year.
7-year contract.
Or do you think he's getting a 5?
I know.
I would give him a
You wouldn't give him anything long term.
I give him a 3-year. Maybe
He's not looking for that though, so it might not be a
That's
fit, and he
true.
goes
Yeah,
to
you're right.
free agency.
Ottawa, sign up, 7 years. No.
Ottawa needs players.
Ottawa signed him for
Lucic.
7 years. Then we'll trade him for a second.
There you go.
Ryan DeZingle for Anthony Duclair in 2 seconds, 1 in 2020 and 1 in 2021.
Again, I like Ottawa in this trade. I think
Good
they
for
got
Ottawa, yeah.
good value for Dzingel.
Yeah, 2 second-round picks for
Who I
RFA after the
think
season.
is kind of a pretty overrated player.
Overrated.
Yeah, I don't think
Really?
he's
I
overrated. think he's
love
overrated.
the way he plays.
I think Mark Stone carried him.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Like, look what he's done since he's got there. He's gotten 1 assist in 4 games since he's got there. Like,
Fair enough. It's also adjusting to a new team and a new coach, I think. I don't like Anthony
Coach
Duclair that much. He's on
Torres.
his 5th team, despite being quick, and he can't figure out the defensive side of the game. But basically, like you said, this deadline's all about value, and they got a young winger that will play there, and they can probably pay to raise their cap hit, as well as 2 second-round picks in these upcoming drafts, which should have good talent through the first 3 rounds. Brandon Montour to the Ducks. Brandon Montour to the Sabres for Brendan Gillian, a 2019 first-round pick. That's not Buffalo's.
Whose pick is it?
The draft pick will come from either San Jose or St. Louis, which were both owned by Buffalo, based on the final order of selection in the 2019 NHL draft.
Okay. So St. Louis, that one probably won't be too high in the draft, considering St. Louis is
They're wagon.
killing it lately. I don't know. Ducks need everything they can get.
Yeah, I don't like this trade. I think Montour is a top 4 D man, and you're getting. Gilly was a former second-round pick, so he's probably like a top 6 at this point. Like maybe like a bottom pair D man that can get grown to a top 4. Still development time. But you gotta get more for a top 4 right-handed D. Those are at a premium. We gave up Taylor fucking Hall. Like, why can't we acquire him for a first and a defensive prospect like Caleb Jones? This is
Chiarelli
bullshit.
doesn't have the Ducks.
Exactly. Your take, Mike?
I like this trade for Buffalo just because
Montour.
Montour is a pretty defenseman, and the Ducks got like nothing.
All right. Next page here. Let me get there.
Oh, there's a next page.
Oh, I was on page 2.
Oh.
Erica Branson for Tanner Pearson.
Vancouver wins this deal. I don't like Branskin.
Get Branskin. Get
Yeah,
him
I
out
said
of
that wrong. I know.
here. Yeah, get him out of here. He's a coke machine.
He's like,
Well, by that I mean like an actual pop machine. Fucking. I'm not saying he does
Too
coke.
many hockey players
Disclaimer.
been arrested in coke rings lately.
Yeah, I don't like that pickup for Pittsburgh at all.
I don't
They're
either.
a speed team, and I get playoffs are heavy and hard and shit.
Yeah.
I can see why they did it because Letang and Doolin both got hurt on the deadline day, or the day before. I think it was in the Stadium Series on the Saturday, 2
Yeah.
days before Monday.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Tanner Pearson could have been a def option that could help. He's still got speed, and he's a young kid. I like this deal for Vancouver because they get away from Goodbranson's contract and just him in general, and they can tank for Hughes.
Yeah.
Um.
Not Vancouver.
I don't know if they're gonna tank.
So you guys are Calgary fans here.
Yeah.
I'll touch on this. Oscar Fantenberg for a 4th in 2020.
Flames did something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the Flames win this deal. I mean, it's a nothing deal.
It's
like
I don't think he'll get into the lineup over Valimaki, Anderson.
he played the other day.
Did he?
Yeah.
Flames went into this trade deadline either they were going to win the whole day or they were going to do nothing. There was no in between, and they did nothing.
As soon as
Fantenberg will be good because Valimaki and Anderson can rely on him. That's why they traded for him. And Los Angeles got a 4th-round pick.
So,
That's it.
even deal, you think? Or Calgary wins just based on getting a player?
Honestly, I thought Fattenberg was so much younger. I thought since he came to the league a couple years ago, he wasn't that big or like that old, but he's 27. So
Yeah. All right, next one. Winnipeg Jets acquire Kevin Hayes from the New York Rangers in exchange for Brendan Lemieux, a 2019 first and a conditional 2022 4th-round pick.
this is gonna be a hot take. The Rangers won this deal.
I agree.
Brendan Lemieux is a solid player. They got
I don't
first
like
and-
him at all.
You don't like him at all?
I
love
fucking
him.
hate Lemieux.
I think he's a good player. I think that first for Hayes was huge for them. I think, even though it's not gonna be a good, like it's not gonna be a good.
It's a
fit.
rental situation, in my opinion. He could resign, which I
Although he
whatever.
loves Winnipeg, so she might.
Hayes does.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
or
Hayes
Hayes.
loves Winnipeg, but you know who plays on Calgary?
Johnny Ham and Cheese. Yeah, I don't know. If he resigns, I think it's an even deal. I like the first going back. I don't like Lemieux at all. That 4th line was better without him on it. And when you had Mason Appleton and I think the other one was Josh or was it Josh Russell?
Patan would have been a better deal.
Whoever, Jack Roslovic. Patan deal, I don't like that one either.
Well, obviously,
You keep speed and skill throughout your lineup. You already got your defensive players. You even picked up Matt Hendricks to PK if you put him in the lineup.
Mhm.
Getting Par Lindholm was stupid. You should have kept Nick Patan for scoring. Anyways, though, I think, honestly, I say the Jets win that trade. I don't like Lemieux at all. He's a piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Okay, stop crossing your arms. Go to the next trade.
He didn't have anything else to say.
Sour boy.
Gustav Nyquist goes to the Sharks
Sharks
in
win the
exchange for a 2019 2nd-round pick and a conditional 2023.
The fact that the
Yeah,
Wings
Sharks.
didn't even get a first, it's a Sharks win.
Yeah,
for
I'd say
Nyquist,
so.
Yeah.
I like Nyquist too, and that top 9 over there is going to be scary.
Yeah, I mean that whole lineup's scary, except for Martin Jones.
Yeah, they
Can't-
should have added to their goaltending a
He
bit.
cannot stop a goal. He can't stop a beach ball right now.
Martin Jones can win series, though. He can win series, though.
Yeah,
He's
for
got
sure.
29 wins. He can get wins.
Marcus Johansson for a 2nd-round pick and a 4th-round pick going to the Bruins.
One thing I'm going to say about this is that they had Marcus Johansson as a higher trade value than Jonathan Huberdeau and Perinen, which is stupid.
Panarin?
Yeah, fuck off. He's not that good, in my opinion.
He's a 2nd or 3rd liner.
He's a 2nd or 3rd liner.
Which is just like Coyle. You're adding depth to your lineup.
He is. I still think Boston won this deal. I just don't think. I
It
think
was
they-
not that big of a deal, you think?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't think he was this like savior.
I like it from New Jersey's perspective. If they don't re-sign him, they got a 2nd and a 4th. That's good for a rental. And Johansson's had concussion problems. Like, I'm pretty sure last year or this year, Marchand got suspended 5 games for hitting him to the head and giving him concussion. So I wonder how that will go over. I love Boston though in the playoffs. They're a wagon. Fuck Toronto. On to the next one. There's the next one that you guys were waiting
The
for.
whole rest of Canada.
There's 4 more trades left. Mikael Granlund was acquired by the National Predators in exchange for Kevin Fiala.
I'll let one of you guys talk first, because I want to.
You go ahead first, Tyler.
All right.
I'll bounce off what you're gonna say.
It depends what you consider Granlund. Is he a left wing or a center?
For me, he's a left.
That's what I think too. He's playing left wing with Koivu.
Yeah.
I don't think this may add to the Predators lineup for their cup push. I don't mind that. I still take Fiala. He's only 21 still.
Yeah.
Or 22, 23, whatever. He's still young. He was playing really good in a 2nd liner over there, and he wasn't getting prime power play time. This Minnesota team is going to be rebuilding. I think Fiala is going to get a lot more ice time and opportunity to score, and he's a sick player.
Yeah.
I don't mind Granlund either, but I just feel like he's a 2nd liner on that Nashville team. How much can they make a difference in the limited ice time? I don't know.
Granlund is good for what Granlund is.
Yeah,
You need
he's
a guy-
26, 27.
You need a guy to go, I don't know, get something done on the ice. You need to go score a goal. You need to go set somebody up. He can do it. He can win a face-off. I don't know. He's there to do what you need. So
And put up like 40, 50 points
Yep.
on an average year. I still think Minnesota wins this because they got the younger player.
Sure.
I think one that's more skill and a better skater. He just needs more opportunity, which he wasn't getting on a contender like Nashville.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, Mike, let's
You
hear. Let's hear
changed
you.
your mind. When we first talked about this trade, you were saying how Nashville destroyed this trade. So let's go
I
into
love
this.
Kevin Fiala. I don't think I changed my mind.
I definitely, when we were talking the first time, you were like, "Oh yeah, they like the Nashville Predators won this trade. They got a nice depth." But that's okay because ruined my whole entire argument.
Yeah.
You basically took my argument.
About Fiala being a better piece.
I love Fiala. I think Fiala's gonna be better in 2-3 years. and I think he does a really good job on that Koivu line.
I agree too, and I just like a lot of their pickups. They're gonna go speed and skill. They still have their first. I'm pretty sure. I think they're out of the playoff race now. I think they're just gonna drop down, and maybe they'll win a top 3 spot in the lottery. Who knows? All right, the next one. I'm not gonna talk on Derek Brassard. He's meh. Wayne Simmons for Ryan Hartman and conditional 2024 round pick.
Philadelphia wins this trade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hartman.
he's a Philly type player.
Yeah.
He's an agitator. They'll love him there as like one of their third or fourth liners. Yeah, that can move up to the second line in a pinch. Simmons is a unrestricted free agent rental coming up here.
And
I think he's broken down.
Super fast decline.
I feel bad for him though, man. Like he was on such a cheap contract for like these last 7 years, maybe. Even before he got his most recent contract, he was making like $3 million or $2 million. Like he missed the time to go all in for a big contract. And now I think that's going to fuck him over once it comes to free agency signing period.
Oh, it's not going to fuck him over. It's going to fuck his team over.
I don't think anybody's going to pay him what he
Probably
wants.
not, yeah.
Maybe
No,
not in like a
you're
7-year term.
No,
They'll pay him maybe on a 3 or 4 or
Yeah.
5 year term. give
If
him
James
5 or
Neal
6
gets
mil.
the money that he does, he might get a decent contract.
Oh, Calgary was stupid for signing
Hey,
Neal.
Yeah.
whoa.
This is from the Oilers fan whose team signed Lucic.
From a Flames fan as well, I think what Flames signed Neil for what they did was a little unreasonable.
Not to mention that.
Neil got picked by Vegas because he's on Dallas, right?
Oh, he was on Nashville.
Nashville.
It was between
Fuck
him
me.
and Cali
That's right.
Yarncroc.
And then he did
Yeah.
a score.
Yeah, and then he did big Vegas things.
Vegas was a wagon. So.
Vegas, the whole point of Vegas was everybody proving that
Mhm.
that their team gave up on them. And then Calgary went all in on Neil because he had a good year. Sure, he had good years before that.
He's had 10 straight good years.
Yeah, he's had 10 straight good years. But, yeah, I don't know. Neil is so weird to me. I don't get why he's playing the way he has been. Hopefully, when he gets his fake teeth, it'll give him the power.
Yeah.
He needs a tooth fairy or
Of
Dwayne The Rock
dentistry.
Johnson to come and visit him.
We
Eh?
need Dwayne. We need... I don't know what
We need Hulkamania. We need everything.
I
Okay, we
know.
don't need Hulkamania.
Neil gets-
He's racist. but-
Neil needs to get it together because Zarnik is quickly taking Neil's job.
Yeah.
And
4 more years.
Yeah, exactly. 4 more years at what?
5 million or
5 million? 4.5?
Lucic for Neil. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
I'll do that all day.
No.
1 for 1.
The only way we know how to do trades.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I think this just proves. Look at Lucic, Simmons now, Neil. Do not pay a power forward who's nearing his 30s on a fast decline, who's played a lot of playoff minutes,
Yeah.
anywhere near $5 million.
Well, the Flames' whole thing is that they're fast and young.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
why do you
Flames'
need a
whole
slow
thing.
sniper that's on the decline?
James Neal also can't win in the finals. so.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
fuck James
when
Neal.
Calgary eventually beats Tampa Bay this year in the Stanley Cup final,
They shouldn't give him a ring.
He's not the real deal.
he is the somewhat real deal.
I was super excited when we first got him.
A
I was
very
like, oh,
bad
this could be
deal,
good.
Neil.
Very bad deal, James Neal. Yeah. Very
Alright.
quickly.
I was
getting
excited
replaced
when
by
we
Zarnik.
first did it, but now it's like, oh.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to put him on the Johnny line. He would do some stuff, but no.
I was nervous that they signed him for 4 years.
I think it was 5. 5 by 5.
4.
4?
Yeah.
All right.
It's not as bad as Lucic, Joe. Sorry, bro.
Not as bad
Fuck.
as he is.
All right.
All right, we should.
Final one. Mark Stone for Eric Brenstrom, Oscar Lindbergh, and a second-round pick.
Vegas wins it for me.
Easily Vegas. I think the fact that they don't get a first round pick in that deal somehow is kind of a big
They didn't.
thing.
Yeah.
But that 19-year-old defenseman though, watch out.
Oh, Brenstrom, he's incredible. He's
Yeah.
the only downside to him is he's small,
Yeah.
so maybe he might get hurt physically. I still think he's a better skater. He can outskate that.
We're all older than him, probably.
Oh yeah,
Josh,
probably.
but-
Brenstrom is good. I
Yeah.
love that prospect in return. Lindbergh, I think he was on the Senators before he went to Vegas.
I think he was in
Uh,
Philly.
Rangers before.
Lindbergh was a Ranger. Yeah.
I swear, I don't remember.
The other
Another
Lindbergh's
Lindbergh
on
maybe.
Philly.
That's Lindblom.
Oh my God, there's so many. They're so close.
Too many L names.
Fucking-
Damn Europeans.
Man, I heard Lindros was back. All right, anyway.
Originally, I thought Ottawa was going to win based on the package they got, but once that extension came through for Stone, I'm surprised he signed right away with Vegas. But
Oh,
it's because
I know.
he said himself, he was like, They're trying to win, and they're showing that they're gonna keep going in like this.
I'm not surprised.
And they still have their own picks.
Yeah.
So like, as soon as that extension came across to me, that's a clear win for Vegas. They win the deadline. This boosts their team. I'm excited for the playoffs for
All
Vegas.
right. Yeah. Okay. So, I was surprised that Vegas got Stone for what they got him for, because as soon as I saw it pop up, I was like, Calgary could have beat him any day of the week. Any day of the week. But I think they won that trade because Stone, regardless of where he was going to get traded, was going to sign in Vegas.
You think so?
Yes. He could have been traded to anywhere. He still had the year left. He was going to sign in Vegas anyways. He was still going to sign in Vegas anyways. So Vegas is a brand new team. It's clearly fun to play there. It's fun to be a Golden Knight.
Yeah.
They got a
I'll
brand
test
new
that.
arena.
Did you hear that arena the other day?
What, T-Mobile?
Yeah, it was like they scored, but it was offside, and the players didn't hear the whistle.
Yeah,
And Patrick
exactly.
came and sniped. It was like 6-5 under a minute left, but there was an offside, so they blew the whistle
Yeah.
down. It was that loud.
Yeah. So Vegas, he was gonna sign in Vegas anyways. Vegas is a brand new team. They almost won the Stanley Cup in their first year, right? Like,
Yeah.
They're no joke.
No,
We
and they still
like
got
to
Cody
doubt.
Glass too.
We
going.
like to joke, but they're no joke.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if Patch already has 30 goals by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like that take.
Yeah.
All right. After these trades, we're gonna go over award predictions. Mike, you want to go into that for us a little bit more in detail?
So yeah, we're gonna.
Which awards, essentially?
So I think the main awards I wanted to talk about was MVP still, and I want to talk about Vezina a little bit, mostly. Other awards are just kind of clean cut. We could talk about Selke as well if you want to, Jennings, stuff like that.
Yeah, fuck the Jennings. We'll go with the Selke.
Okay, so we'll start with MVP. So
All right.
who do you want to talk? Who do you want to do?
Do you want to take this, Josh?
No, I'll let you guys go ahead.
All right. MVP.
I think it's pretty obvious at this point.
You think it's? I want to hear what you say first.
I kind of think Kucherov's running away with it currently, but I think if he slows down and Kane keeps going,
That's who I was gonna say. Patrick Kane. If he
I
can
don't-
get Chicago into that second wild card, it's all on him.
See, that's the thing though, because Taves has been playing very well too, and
Their whole forward
Does
coach
Kane
has.
have 40 goals? Or sorry, does Taves have 40 goals though? Didn't
No.
Kane just have 40 goals?
He might have.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Jack.
I don't know. I'm so unprepared for this. I'm sorry.
Just gotta have my
we got
laptop.
fucked this week.
I'm pretty sure Kane might
They
have.
just got
40.
Crawford back too. That's gonna be a huge thing.
Crawford is so hit and miss though.
I know.
Crawford, I don't think Crawford.
Who was
is
their
that
goalie when they went on these winning streaks? Was it Colin Delia?
It was
Ward,
Delia and
wasn't it?
Wardy.
Wardy.
Yeah, going back to that cup, and then
good. Wardo.
Yeah, Patrick Kane has 40 goals, 54 assists.
yeah, but
Yeah, Patrick Kane's winning that award.
Kucherov's at 104 points. Kane's at 94. McDavid's
See, I
at
think-
87. McDavid might make a case, but his team's not making
Just
the
stop.
playoffs.
McDavid
Why is
makes
that-
a case because he's McDavid.
Okay.
McDavid,
Kane, if Kane
he's
can
carrying.
carry the Blackhawks' sorry ass into a wild card position, Kane wins it hands down.
I agree.
I think
and
the reason-
maybe Goudreau?
I think the
No.
reason why you don't choose Gaudreau and Kucherov is because
Look at
the
their
help.
teams.
Yeah, the help.
Goudreau, Goudreau's on a good team.
Yeah, and
That's
Kucherov
why.
is just—he's on a good team.
The
I don't think he's
argument-
doing it by himself.
Kucherov will be in the argument just because of the amount of points he has. Goudreau will be thrown in there because, why not?
He's slowing down though. So.
Yeah. Goudreau will be thrown in the argument because. McDavid will be put into the argument because.
You think so this year? Even though last year it was a hot take that he missed because they didn't
Yeah,
make the playoffs.
Exactly.
Is that an argument? I don't agree with that.
I think he'll be in the conversation for it because he's McDavid, and he'll be in the conversation for every award in the history of the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck even Vezina probably.
Probably.
Yeah, he'll be in the conversation. He won't win. I think it'll be Kane.
I think so too. Maybe
Um,
Cooch. It depends
I'm
how
going
these
Kucherov.
media. I'm pretty sure the media votes on this, so we'll see
Yeah.
how they think.
I'm going with Kucherov.
Kucherov. I'm gonna go with Kane.
They're both going okay. I'm going with
Yeah, go with
Cool.
Kane. Next one,
Vezina.
Vezina.
Vasilevsky. He's got the highest. He's got the best save percentage, best goals against average. I know Leonard has that, but he's on that winning team. He basically wins every game, so he's going to lead the league in wins. He's got pretty good save percentage. He's got most shutouts in the league, I believe.
Give me 1 second.
Probably
Here.
because teams can't get
Most
him.
shutouts. It's actually Fleury and Vasilevsky tied with 6.
Right,
Save
tied.
percentage leaders, we have. Let me find
Vasilevsky.
games played. Vasilevsky has 40 games played with a 930. Robin Leonard has 36 games played with a 931.
I think it's gonna be Leonard.
Jordan Bennington, no. he's actually 936 save percentage in 20 games.
If the Blues make
He's
the
he's
playoffs-
got 15 wins,
He won't be able to play enough.
3
games.
losses,
Oh, that's
2
right.
in regular.
Yeah.
Who?
Like Bennington.
How many games?
He'll play in the playoffs.
He'll play in the playoffs, but he won't
How
have
many-
enough games played.
How many regular season
yeah.
games are there left for the Blues?
And he's not going to play everyone though.
I couldn't tell you the exact number. I think most teams are 60, 64,
It's gonna be
65
around
games
20.
played.
About 20.
Yeah, a little bit less
And
than
he's at
15.
what? 13 games played.
20.
Right? 20.
He's got 15 wins. Sorry.
got,
I
like,
think he
17
came. I think he
wins.
came in relief for 2 games. So his actual record is 15 wins, 2 losses, 1 overtime loss.
Okay, so that's what, 18 games?
Yeah,
Okay.
and 2 he came in relief.
I think he will make the 25 games played. If the Blues make the playoffs, he'll be in the conversation. He's not going to win.
Yeah, I think they'll make the playoffs. He'll
He's
be in the
not-
conversation.
He's not going to win, but he will be definitely.
If he still plays the way he
I
is.
wonder, when does the voting have to be in?
Do we have another Andrew Hammond situation?
I don't think so.
I
I
think
think
we
he's
do.
younger. He's like 24, 25, right?
But do we still have an Andrew Hammond?
I don't think so.
Um,
I don't think so. I think Binnington's the real fucking deal.
here we go. You ready? Big save. I'm kidding.
Mm,
If he bounces back,
no.
if he bounces back, I'd consider.
Big
it.
Save Dave would have taken it hands down
Maybe.
before the All-Star
Yeah, a
break.
couple
Big
weeks ago.
Save Dave would have won it, no questions asked. However, the All-Star break happened.
However,
I think it's gonna be Leonard. Leonard has this
hold.
feel-good story.
I
behind
kind of
him.
agree with that.
Hold on.
too.
Leonard
But-
has the story behind him, and he's playing like a goddamn maniac.
Unreal.
This
He's
is good.
playing like a goddamn maniac.
And more on the story. I think he got away with those mental health problems and whatnot, and drinking, whatever he was addicted to.
Yeah.
I think he's winning this year as well.
Well, this is the future question I was going to ask. But do you think that the Islanders could win a Vezina just because Grice is playing so well as well? Is that a part? Or?
No, well, maybe we could have 2 Vezina winners, maybe Vasilevsky and Leonard.
Well, you could. You'd have to be on the same team if you're going to do double. 'Cause,
Oh, I didn't know that.
it would have to be 2 teams, or it had to be 1 team. Sorry, just so it would be the combination of the 2 who play half. Because Grice is playing unbelievable too.
Yeah, Grace has a 928 save percentage in 31 games.
Like
They basically split the net this year.
they've split. So
Okay.
at that point, would you consider it go?
I would consider it.
I would consider it, but I don't know. I like Leonard winning it.
I like
more.
Vasilevsky too. I just think the team's so much better in front of him. I think Trotz is got the Islanders playing phenomenal,
Yeah.
and these goalies are seeing that.
After that,
He wins the Adams hands down.
Oh, easily.
yeah.
If it's not Peters, it's him.
Is this a
Oh,
hot?
God, I hope it's not Peters. That's a fun. Coming from a Flames fan. Remember when frickin' Hartley won the Jack Adams? No, thank you.
That was funny.
I'm good.
That was funny.
So if we're talking
Did
about
not
Kovezina,
listen.
we could also include Yaroslav Halak and Tuukka Rask in this conversation.
We could.
Tuukka's got a 920 save
I like the story
percentage
of Halak
in
as well.
35 games played, and where is it? Yaroslav Halak is 924 in 32 games played. They basically split the net as well and have put up good results. They're also on a 16-game point streak
See, that's the thing though. With
since
that.
January, end of January.
Well, because remember a couple years ago with the Jennings, they had Elliott and Halak. winning.
Yeah, the Jennings you can do that for.
So why wouldn't you be able to be like, oh well, co-Vezinas,
I
co-MVPs?
can see it.
I got Leonard winning this.
Think
I
so.
personally don't see it being like that, but maybe in the future, if 2 players play that good, if 2 goalies get a .94 or something in the future,
Who's
Jesus.
that'd be
this?
insane.
Let's
Lundqvist next year, no.
So, could you guys make a case for Freddie Anderson?
I definitely could. I think
He's faced the 3rd most shots against this season, and he's put up a 923 save percentage in 46 games played.
he's second on voting.
And he's only 8 games behind Fleury for the most games played in the league.
I would consider him. I think that defense is not as good as people
Well,
say it
especially
is.
with Dermott got hurt with a shoulder injury
And
week to week, and
Gardner's
Gardner's
hurt.
out for a month. If he has a good month this next month and keeps them afloat, I think he has a very good chance to win it.
Yep.
Who else would you I would also, if Carey Price continues to play as good, I would consider him too. I know I said that a couple weeks ago as well, but I would consider Carey Price as well.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard anything about Carey Price.
Carey Price is a
917 save
god.
percentage. And he's
He
played
started
50
at-
games.
Is he starting to be Carey Price again?
Yes, he,
Okay.
like at the beginning of the year he had like a 8.98, and now he's got a
17.
17.
Yeah.
So
I
the
can make
improvement
that
of him and the improvement of the Canadians.
Here's
were
a weird
very
take.
fun team. to play.
Hellebuck's faced the most shots against this season.
Yeah, but he's at a 9 to 9.
Winnipeg are.
They're
Just
weird right now.
Winnipeg is the way they play is go to the net, and then just hope. Like
They got players. I hope Line picks it up if they want to
I-
go deep. It's all contingent on him right
yeah,
now.
it's all on Line. Line is not Line right now.
I love Hellebuck. I'm one of those people who would tell you right now that I thought he should have won it last year, but he's not even going to be close to the conversation this
All
year.
right. Next
I would
topic.
do Dave Riddick over Hellebuck right now.
Ooh, I wouldn't.
No,
For the
Big
Ve-
Save
for the-
Dave isn't trustworthy. I'm
Big
sorry.
Save Dave is
For
not
the-
Big Save Dave
For
right
the
now.
for the Vesna, I would consider not like in an actual game. I would
Okay.
choose Hellebuck.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll go along with that. Next topic: Lightning dominance.
Jesus Christ, they're scary.
They're too good.
They're winning the cup.
No, they're not.
They're winning the cup.
Okay.
Put your Plains fans bias
No,
aside.
no. If they can get past the Eastern Conference or the second round,
If they beat
They will
Boston, they
win.
win.
I think they'll be. They manhandled Boston last year
yeah, but they didn't win.
because they came across who was it? Washington.
Yeah.
And Ovi.
They play. Yeah, they didn't win in the Eastern Conference final.
If they make it to the finals, they
Tampa
probably
Bay.
win.
Tampa Bay, to me, is slowly turning into the
Don't say it.
Capitals
Don't say
can't
it.
get past the
Don't
second
say
round.
it. I think this is contingent on Vasilevsky.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think he's-
Goaltending in the playoffs is the number one thing, and also I think you have to look at the records going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're on a heater. Most likely, you're keeping that up.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, though. That was their problem when they made it a couple years ago. They had Bishop, who was.
And remember, he went out to play the puck and
Mhm.
lost it, and that was the
Exactly.
turning point.
We don't know what's
Or
going on.
even last year, Holtby save on was it Alex Tuck?
Was that that
Game
was,
2,
I
he
fully
barely made that save.
I 110% believe had Tuck scored on that goal, Vegas was going to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily, but Holtby turned that series around.
Yeah.
They had belief, and they won.
Yeah.
I think in overtime.
That
Or-
game, yeah, they
yeah.
went overtime. Yeah.
It's all in goaltending.
Yeah.
My dream for the Stanley Cup
Oh no!
is the Flames and the Lightning. Of course, there's a Game 6 overtime. The Lightning
Win
scored.
in Calgary.
In Calgary.
Has to be in Calgary or it's not the same.
Tampa Bay scores. It's like Cologne or something. And then they call the goal back because there's like offside or goalie interference. Johnny comes back down, scores a game winner, go into Game 7, and then the Flames win.
See how it
You
feels.
see the equivalent of Mert down St. Louis?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Put him on waivers. Let him get claimed by Tampa.
That's funny. That hurts, but it's funny.
It's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. If Tampa Bay can win in the second round, absolutely, 110%.
You think they'll
they're
get
winning
past
the Stanley
anybody
Cup.
in the West?
Sorry.
You think they'll get past anybody in the West?
Yes,
They should.
100%.
Really?
Absolutely.
As much as I love
Western
Calgary.
Conference is pathetic this year.
The top of it isn't. I don't think.
Yeah, but the top of it is like.
I think yeah, but then I think they'll
Top
go
of
for the
it-
meat grinder in
top
second and
of it
third.
is Calgary, Winnipeg,
San Jose.
Nashville,
Nashville, San Jose,
Vegas. That's
Maybe
five.
St. Louis. They're on a
Maybe
roll.
St. Louis. That's 6 teams.
Depends who matches up. Who.
6 teams out of 16.
But I think the main part of that is that they're going to beat the living
Yeah, that's
hell
what I
out
was
of
just
each
saying.
other.
They're gonna beat
And
the
the
living
Western
fuck out of
Conference
each
this
other.
year is going to be a bloodbath.
I'm gonna love it.
The amount of Western Conference teams that geared up during deadline,
Mhm.
yes, this is going to be a massacre.
And really, the East didn't do shit.
Yeah.
There's maybe Washington and Hagel
Columbus
and
did
another player.
everything.
And
Columbus
Columbus
did
everything.
everything. So, okay, yeah.
If
So,
anybody can beat the Tampa Bay Lightning right now, it's Columbus.
Yes. However.
That's not happening.
However.
They don't have enough time to gel.
And all
Tampa
Bobrovsky
Bay-
sucks in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yep. That's why I think Flames didn't try and go.
This is
Yeah,
the-
actually,
this is
that's
the
a
part-
stupid thing to say. I'm glad Flames didn't do any goaltending.
This is the part where Corpalso goes, "Hey guys."
Corpusalo?
Yeah, close enough.
Hey man, words are hard.
Sounds like a Pokemon name.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, if this is the part where I think if Bobrovsky plays bad, he goes, all right, well, I'm going to take over as the starter for next year.
But do you think if Columbus does well in the playoffs, does Panarin and Bobrovsky
No.
resign?
No, not
Not
a chance.
No?
They're going to a coastal market.
I think
New York,
no.
California,
I think
Florida,
Bobrovsky's going to
New
Florida.
York.
Bobrovsky or Panarin? I think Panarin will be going to Florida more than Bobrovsky.
I think Panarin might consider
I think they'll both
Chicago
go.
again. If they give him the money.
Patty Kane, yeah, you can. have
He'd
Patty
go
Kane.
back and play with Canner.
Yeah,
It could happen. It could
I
happen.
suppose you're right. Yeah, no, I
That's
think
like an underrated.
They both go to Calgary. Anyway.
Okay.
Shane signs in Calgary.
Cap space, man. It's a thing.
Mark Stone declines his deal with Vegas all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Signs with Calgary.
Connor McDavid.
Okay, now we're getting a little settle down.
All right, Tyler, I have a question for you.
Okay.
After, what is McDavid signed for 7 years?
8 for
8.
12 and a half.
All right. In 8 years, is Connor McDavid?
Nope.
No?
Hold on, but John,
He's on record saying he will never leave. He will stick with one team, and he's not like John Tavares, the pajama boy. Fuck.
Okay,
He
but
will
hold on.
stay.
All right.
Mark my words, he will stay. We'll turn this shit around. He'll have a cup by the end of this 8-year contract.
I'm
Remember when
sorry.
they said they were going to turn that ship around?
Yeah, we also have
McDavid
Peter
got-
Chiarelli.
Yeah.
Who knows?
No,
You
you're right.
Then that's it's
Okay.
corrupt at the top. As soon as we won
Alright.
the McDavid lottery, we didn't go and search for a new GM. Chiarelli was fired a week before, and they hired him without even having an interview.
Yeah.
We didn't know his philosophy. He wanted to go heavy hockey in a speed market coming up. That was entirely the wrong way.
Okay.
I don't. We need like a Kyle Dubas coming in.
Yeah.
I want to build like
Um,
Toronto. Offense, offense, offense. We
Okay,
have our defensive chips.
That's going to take at least 5 years, though,
I don't think
man.
so.
Yes.
I'm
at least
gonna-
5
It took
years.
at least 2 or 3.
I'm going
Yeah,
to tell you
but the
right
least
now.
with the
We
least,
have our
though.
top players. We just need the supports.
I'm going to tell you right now, Connor McDavid may have said that he's going to stay for one team, but if you guys keep losing,
John Tavares said he was going to stay an Islander the rest of his life.
yeah.
I think McDavid's a better person than Tavares is.
Okay, I think McDavid is. Okay, I will say McDavid is one of the best captains in the entire NHL right now. I will say that every day of the week, fucking Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday. McDavid is probably one of the better captains in the NHL because remember that interview he said that anybody who doesn't believe in the Oilers right now needs to get out of the locker room. Yes, I think that was absolutely the right response to that.
And he's not going to get out of the locker room.
Okay, but
Okay, no. However, I see it 5, 6, 7 years from now.
We're going to be in the playoffs for that.
Okay, I think the Oilers will make the playoffs at
I think
least
we'll have make
3
some
times.
in the next 8
3
years.
times in the next 8 years.
But they'll get bounced. in
I
the
think
second
it'll be
round.
more.
Okay, maybe 4.
Our farm
Um,
team's on a 17-game win streak.
All right.
We got pieces coming. It's just going to take a year or two, and we got to get rid of these contracts.
Okay, but with
You
that
need,
though,
you need a goalie though. You need
We
a set
do.
goalie.
I
Where's
don't know why we
goalie?
signed Koskinen. That was fucking stupid. But
Yeah.
goalies are easy to get on the market.
Yeah,
like,
but will they be
signing
long
wise.
term? I don't know. That's
No.
just me, and I'm weird like that. You need a long term goalie for me.
Yeah, I guess you're the goalie kid.
I'm the goalie guy. Goalies and defense, I can talk.
I mean, we
about
got Stuart Skinner
see, but
in the prospect pipeline.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Skinner gave up such weird rebounds.
You want to know why? It's because he's relied on his athleticism. His technical
Exactly.
ability was
Yeah.
shit.
Anytime he played the puck, I immediately got nervous.
It was kind of like
When
when
he scored
Talbot
that-
played the puck.
When he scored that goal, I was almost pissing myself. I was so afraid he was going to do something. But no. You need a long-term goalie.
I think we'll draft a couple coming up here.
I think Skinner,
We need a Carter Hart.
you need a Carter.
yeah, just trade McDavid for Hart. There you go.
Yeah,
I think it's possible that Skinner could be that Carter Hart. Because, and I think Skinner will probably stay in the Edmonton system for a while.
He's from Edmonton.
He's from Edmonton. He's no other fan, right? Every kid from Edmonton wants to play for the Oilers.
They're a hard-working boy.
Hard working on.
Good collar.
Alberta boy.
Except
Going
when
to
you're
work
Iggy.
on the going to work on the rigs. Good Alberta boy.
Except when you're Iggy, you always want to play for the Flames.
Oh yeah, it's because the Flames are better.
He's from
4
Edmonton,
cups.
dude.
5 cups.
Yeah.
He could have signed with Edmonton, but he had that loyalty.
4 cups with Gretzky.
4 with Gretzky. The 5th
Yeah.
one we got with Messier. Come on.
What a difference.
I will say though, if we're talking about McDavid leaving, I do think that Gaudreau after this contract's going to Philly.
Oh, I absolutely believe
You'll
it.
have somebody to replace him, though.
Yes, I
You're
agree.
going to draft well.
I agree.
I'm telling these next
Yeah.
upcoming drafts are going to be fucking insane.
Yeah. Flames finally have a first round. Yeah. So
Thanks, Hamannik.
yeah, Although Hamonic has been playing like
Yeah.
a monster lately, he's got such rotten.
How much
luck,
of that
though.
is Hannafin though?
That's a good question.
I love
How much of it
Hamonic.
is also Hamonic being hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He
he's,
takes a lot of facial injuries.
Hamonic has been a monster, but manages to get hit in the face by absolutely anything and everything.
Mhm.
But yes, Goudreau, I think after this contract is going to Philly. I don't know for how long. I don't think for very long. Considering what is he signed to? 6 years? 6 years, and he's how old now?
23,
24.
25.
23. Okay. There is a chance he could come back to Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know for how much, and I don't know how for how long.
I also think if you win a cup with him, he's going to go to
If-
Philly.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Will he come back to Calgary if they win a Stanley Cup?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Loyalty, maybe.
But yeah, Goudreau will be in Philadelphia after this contract. It'll suck, it'll hurt, but he's going to Philly after this contract. Yeah, there will be somebody in Goudreau's place.
But
I hate that it's turned to the NBA type of shit where these players are leaving and requesting trades. Stick with your team. Show some loyalty.
There's
people
no
are-
loyalty. In
I want to
sports.
see it.
No, there is no such thing.
At
as
least the
loyalty.
NHL hasn't had that many people asking for trades.
Well, it's also because the contract lengths, you can sign 8-year, 7-year deals. In NBA, the max is 5.
Like,
Yeah.
how
It's
this-
You're on a 5-year plan at all times.
Well, I mean,
What-
how long were you in high school, Tyler? 12 years? Sorry, not high school. How long were you in? This is just the best example I can think of right now. How long were you in schooling? 12 years before college?
Did you
Yeah.
sign a
Yeah.
You signed a 12-year
Well, I
contract?
guess if
You
you
s-
include preschool, it's 13.
Okay. In the last 4 years of high school, how badly did you want to get out of there?
I didn't mind it.
Okay.
You're a
I was-
This is
I-
a bad example.
I had a lot of spares. I had fun with
So
my
you're
classmates.
basically what we're saying here is that you're a psychopath.
Do
Anyway.
you want a change of
Pretty-
scenery after
Yes.
5 years? I think that's what it is. I think players are signing these 8-year.
I guess
7-year
McDavid
deals.
should have signed that contract then. He's stuck here for 8 years.
Well,
7 more years. And if you
That's
ask for a
another
trade,
problem.
you're giving us your whole fucking team.
yeah.
Yeah, basically.
If that Toronto
yeah.
Maple Leafs want to trade for him, you're giving us Matthews, Marner,
Matthews, Martin,
Riley.
Nylander. I'll be honest, I don't know why the Leafs.
I don't think
signed
he'll ask for a trade. I don't think you can get a legitimate return back.
for McDavid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
God.
me,
He's
No.
top of the top. You never trade those. And if he looks up to Crosby as much as he says he does, he also has Wayne Gretzky talking in his ear all the time.
Oh yeah.
And Gretzky's like, I won 4 cups here. It was the most amazing thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna win one here.
Yeah.
I think he
Cal-
stays.
Calgary
He's-
wins the cup
and-
before Edmonton, though.
I don't know if you guys remember.
Mm,
That's a hot take.
That'll.
We
That
have the
all
top
depends,
players.
man.
We have the top players. We can build a team around them.
Yeah.
We have a better chance.
You
Yeah.
have
You
better
need to-
players, but our team
I-
is better.
I have
Right
no
now.
idea why the Oilers cannot win. I have
It's-
no idea. It does
It's
not
skill.
make
It's
sense
skill.
to
I'm telling you.
me. It doesn't make sense.
We have
to
3
me.
skilled forwards compared to your 6 or 7.
Your
and
top
then you guys have good
defenseman-
depth guys.
Your top
Oscar
def-
Klefbom's good.
Okay, fine. Your
Glad
second
Bomb's
top
good.
defenseman is a stupid idiot.
Nurse? You
Yes.
should trade him. I hate Nurse.
I like Nurse in the World
He can't
Juniors.
pass, and he makes decisions bad. He can only rush the
Darnell
puck, and
Nurse.
he skates well.
How many times a game does Darnell Nurse pass the puck up the middle?
Oh, a lot. He's done. That's what I'm saying. We need more
Yeah.
puck movers, not skaters.
Which is why I don't understand, because I liked Nurse when he played in the World Juniors.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
a
he's
tough
tough.
guy.
Yeah, I liked him in the World Juniors, but like I don't understand why he can't get it together.
He's always been a top 4 max. He's not gonna be a top 2. We need skill. Simply put, we downgraded every trade. Everly for Strome, you went from 60, 65 point player to 30 point. Hall, you went from 80 point forward to 20 point defenseman at best.
I love how
Um,
the Oilers traded Hall.
Let's go with
And he
who
won a
else?
heart the next
Benoit
season.
Pouliot.
There you
Pouliot.
go. Hey,
He was at what, 30, 40 points?
yeah.
Down, we bought him out. Lucic went from 50 to 20 point season.
Hey, Tyler,
We
you know,
downgraded in every aspect of offense.
You know who you guys need? I think you guys need a Nelly
Non-Jersey.
Yakupov type. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what you guys need. Yeah.
Ah.
No, that kid's dumb too. There's no hockey IQ in that kid's brain.
All right.
He can shoot.
So again, Les Jersey's getting retired.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go to next.
I think that's-
fantastic.
Yeah,
That's probably what
good
we're going to
segue.
wrap up with.
All right.
You don't want okay.
We're at like 45 minutes currently, so.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll do it quick then.
So me and Josh almost went to this game.
Almost
But,
but some stuff happened. Yeah.
Stuff.
but
You know what's so sad to me? Remember last year when the Flames signed Yager? And everybody was excited. Don't get ahead of me, Tyler. Don't get ahead of me. Do you remember when everybody in Calgary was so excited because Yager was going to be a Flame?
Mm-hmm.
You know who the Flames chose instead of Jerome Iginla? Jaromir Yager. They had the chance to bring Iginla back to Calgary for one more season. And he could have retired as a Flame legitimately. But they brought in Jaromir Yager instead.
How does that make you feel?
You know what? Not great.
It makes me hate Yager.
Not great.
I guess you
I don't
wish you
hate
could
I
go
hate
see Iggy in the Saddle Dome tomorrow, then, huh?
Yeah. There's some other stuff that was going on.
Fair enough.
Yeah. At the time, it made sense because, well, no, actually, no, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
And
'cause
Edmonton
Yager,
fans wanted to sign him
Yager's a
just
left
to
wing.
spite
We
you
needed a right
guys.
wing.
Yager didn't have a team to train with over the summer. So he had to spend 3 months of training instead of playing with the Flames. I believe Iginla had somewhere to train, if I remember correctly. Iginla was playing and getting ready for the next season, but nobody would sign him, so the Flames picked Yager over Iginla.
So I think just for a last little wrap-up question, who's the next Flames player to be retired?
Gio.
The next jersey to be
Oh,
retired.
okay, wait. Let me
Kiprusoff.
Kipper.
Kipper.
And then Gio.
And then Gio.
Mm,
You don't think Gio will?
Although it could be like a Huck and Luke.
Did you guys actually see that stat the other day? I think I
one?
shared it.
Oh,
in the chat.
the
60-point
down.
defenseman over the age of 35. Only Lidstrom, Zubov, and some other person I forget were the only other
Lindstrom?
two.
You forgot
No,
Nicholas
I said Lidstrom.
Okay, he's only the third
Lidstrom,
player.
Zubov, and there's a third person I forget.
Hmm.
Were the only players
Oh,
35
Gonchar.
plus. Gonchar? Were the only players 35 plus to put up a 60-point season on the blue line. That's elite territory.
Yeah.
And that's also why I'm kind of pissed off the Plains didn't add. You have Gio at 35, putting up 60 points a year. There's no guarantee he's going to repeat this season that he's having right now.
I think this is
And
peak.
you might need an ad.
This is his peak.
He
And
might
then
get
it's just
PK.
downhill then.
Yep.
He might get like 45.
Then you should have added. 45, 40 maybe, for sure. But
Hold on,
60-point season, you have him at his peak, like Josh just said. You need to add a little bit.
I
If
feel
you
like-
think this is his best time.
I
Who's
feel
going to
like
replace him when he
Anderson.
declines?
Anderson, Valmacki,
Anderson,
I don't have
Ramack.
faith.
Chillington.
Maybe
You never
Anderson.
trust prospects until they're there.
You have Brody. He's probably.
Brody's been pretty lame lately. Yeah, Drake. All right, I think that's our cue.
I think our cue to leave is
I think
Drake.
that's our cue. We can't top that.
Alright, so
Can't top-
That's my ringtone. Alrighty, boys.
Kanye's better.
Thanks for tuning in.
thanks for
Adios.
tuning in, boys. Thank you, Josh.
Thanks.